Y'all get back to the cars.
Well, we begin tonight with breaking news. Almost a year after a Bedford County shooting, a man facing charges appears in court for an hours-long preliminary hearing. We want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Maggie Smolka.
And I'm Matt Alvarez. Those shots rang out between Shellsburg resident Terry Myers and a group of activists marching through the region. Myers
had been facing 40 criminal counts and a summary charge, but that's been significantly reduced. Our Scott Mattis was in the courtroom and joins us now live with more on this breaking story. So, Scott, 5 witnesses took the stand today, and we're understanding that the most serious charges are dropped.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Good evening, Maggie and Matt. One of the charges dropped. That would have been the felony, so that's off the table. A little over an hour ago, the judge actually presiding over this case dismissed the simple assault and aggravated assault charges against Terry Myers, only binding the reckless endangerment and harassment charges.
You know, there's a bit of disappointment that they weren't all dismissed. Mr. Myers continues to welcome the opportunity to clear his name once and for all. He acted in self-defense.
All right, so for the 5 witnesses today, 4 of them were actually participating in that march from Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Washington, D.C. to commemorate the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech, of course. They all took the stand and answered questions from both the prosecution and the defense this afternoon into earlier this evening. Now, that 5th witness called to the stand is a Pennsylvania state trooper who was in charge of the investigation after that shooting took place on August 24th of 2020. Now, with the testimony of those witnesses, specifically the state trooper, we can tell you that 5 shots were fired that fateful night. 2 warning shots allegedly from Terry Myers. He admitted to that. He took those with a shotgun. Then 47 seconds later, 2 9mm handgun shots were fired back at Terry Myers and his family as they were standing in front of their house. Now, Myers fired one final shot back, hitting an activist, Orsino Thurman. That hit him in the face and also in the torso. Now, Thurman, who is also facing charges, was treated and released for those injuries.
We're pleased that the court agreed with our analysis that the charges were, or the allegations were insufficient, and we still have 7 misdemeanor counts to face, and we welcome the opportunity to go to trial on those.
Now, again, Thurman is accused of having that 9mm handgun. Matt and Maggie, I can tell you DNA was found on the bullets that were inside of the magazine of that gun, the magazine itself, and also on several places on that handgun. Of course, that handgun was discovered at the crime scene later that evening. Now, he was supposed to be subpoenaed, he was subpoenaed to be here today, but Thurman did not show up. I've also discovered, Matt and Maggie, Thurman was not even supposed to be in possession of a handgun in the first place, as he had been convicted of 3 felonies prior. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Scott, lots of new information there. Thank you.